It's been raining all day here in Road America. However, we've got about an hour gap between showers here. It's just barely spitting on the track, just enough to keep the rain on the track surface though. But either way, we're going racing here. Spencer Fullerton leads the field down for the start of Heat 1. Richard Trelinsky on outside pole. Richard Trelinsky sweeps by Fullerton on the inside. He slides way wide, manages to keep it on track as they're 3 wide in the back. Trelinsky will hold the lead as we go into turn 3. The drivers make their way down through Moraine Sweep into Station 5 here. Scott Batista takes a look. He locks up the brakes into the corner. It's very wet. There's a huge puddle there, and Trelinsky and most of the field is off the track. Spencer Fullerton and Scott Batista get out first and second as the field returns to the racing surface. Fullerton and Batista continue to battle for first as Trelinsky falls back into third. Early here, Batista checks up. He didn't want to risk getting into him through turn 7 there as we go through the hurry downs and into turn 8. A very chaotic start to the race. Trelinsky got by Batista. Batista tried to hold the inside through the carousel. He was able to do so, but Trelinsky actually slang around the outside as Alex Allen and Scott Batista get together through Canada Corner. We all continue for now. We watch the camera going into Station 5. Fullerton with quite a large lead. He goes off the course into the gravel trap. Same with Trelinsky as Batista has spun out. Mark Nutt as well has spun out as they struggle to get back on course as Batista's really fallen to the back. Bezhanov trying to make his way forward along with Dixon. Station 5 once again. Now it's lap 3. Fullerton locks up the brakes really hard into that corner. Oh, as Nicholson's gone flying off in the 66. Same with TJ Dent as they struggle to get back on course. As Alex Allen now goes for the lead on Spencer Fullerton. Alex Allen got that corner relatively correct. Fullerton will hold on for now. We watch some of our points leaders here just outside of the top 10 battling for position here. Oh, Scott Batista dives it in. Brovac wasn't expecting that, and they're off into the gravel trap in Canada Corner. Oh, Finguy gets into Batista there. He runs off the course. Well, Brovac trying to back his way back onto the circuit. He does so. Batista would not be so lucky. He needed a tow back quick to get on course. He would have remained on the lead lap despite this. Back up front, it's been all Spencer Fullerton for the last 3 laps. Going into 1, though, here comes Alex Allen with a charge in the 49 car. As we come down through turn 2, Allen looks to have the position. Fullerton's going to try and hang on. Not going to be able to do so. We may even lose the position to Trelinsky here. More calamities in Station 5 as Spencer Fullerton gets in the back of Alex Allen. Trelinsky piles in. Oh, Reddington and Bezhanov are off the track. Dixon, Sosnowski, and Dumian. Chaos here as everyone tries to continue on course. Nutt and Stringer are both off. Well, quite a lot of damage has been dished out to a lot of cars so far just in the first 4 of 6 laps of this heat race. Beneficiary of all this is William Duncan, who goes way off in turn 8. He actually gets into that tire wall just a bit. However, has such a lead, he doesn't even lose a position, merging back on track for the carousel. That car is a mess. He's got damage on his front, damage on his rear. His right rear tire is almost an open wheel. He looks like he's been in a NASCAR Canadian Tire Series race. Down into Station 5 for the 5th time. Duncan gets the corner right, for one of the first to do so. All other members of the top 5 overdrive it. They were probably going on trying to outbrake their competitors, but instead they go off the track. Further back in the top 10, Trelinsky, Sosnowski, and Bezhanov get into each other. All 3 are off the course. Bezhanov merges back okay. Trelinsky and Sosnowski would need a tow back to the pits. They would lose a lap due to this. After what could be considered one of the more chaotic heat races we've ever seen here in the HARC Pro Series, William Duncan with that mangled car. They're going to have to do a lot of repairs on that for the feature, but he goes to victory lane here after winning heat number 1. Duncan was perhaps the only driver to really master Station 5 as Dixon comes across the line second, Fullerton and Honecker third and fourth, and Matthew Stringer in the 87, who was earlier dead last, makes his way up into the top 5. Heat 2 drivers out on track just a couple of minutes later. They were in a hurry to get this one started. Rain closing in fast here. More rain closing in fast. Michael Caine in the 75 gets the jump on the start over Sawyer Girl. William Nicholson makes it 3 wide into turn 1. That's a little risky and very close as everyone slides around a little bit. The track's still wet as the sun shower does continue here. Michael Caine has a huge lead going into Station 5 for the first time and predictably drives himself off the course as Chris Washer goes around after contact with Tyler Faber. And Sawyer Girl, as the field struggles to get themselves back on track, Sawyer Girl drops from second to around 16th. Beneficiaries of this first lap chaos are Johnny Appleseed, Terrence Day, and Pichu London, who started this heat race dead last, I believe, who's made his way up into the top 4 already as Terrence Day takes second from Johnny Appleseed after Appleseed ran wide in turn 8. Nothing too notable happened on the second half of the first lap. A few drivers went off at Canada Corner, most notably Carlin Dooman, who lost a bunch of positions. As everyone goes off, Johnny Finguy tries to get around Johnny Appleseed. Appleseed throws the block. Finguy now to his inside, 3 wide. Off of turn 6, still 3 wide into turn 7. Finguy gets into Appleseed and off he goes into the tire wall, and that damage would take him out of the race. Caine continues to lead Appleseed off the course once again. From second position he loses second, third, and perhaps fourth to Terrence Day here. London's gone by into third position. Paul Swanson now into second. Team Thunder really set up for this rainy, wet course that we have here today. If Swanson wins this heat race, Team Thunder could become the first two-car team to sweep the heat races for a particular round so far this season. And just as I say that, Swanson locks up the brakes and goes way off in turn 1. He struggles to slow down to safely get on track. Everyone has to weave a little bit around him as he drops to the bottom of the top 10. Michael Caine still hasn't learned. Then again, it's really hard for these drivers to adapt to any sort of braking in turn 5 as the rain continues to come down a little bit. The track is getting wetter and drier and wetter by the lap here as London takes the lead. Started dead last, now up into the lead. Down into Canada Corner, London gets a bump from Terrence Day, and they're both off the course. Who's going to take Caine's off the course as well, and here comes William Nicholson just smoking around the outside of both of them. Huge battle for second on back. Terrence Day, Mike Doan, Ty Dent, Johnny Appleseed, Pichu London, Carlin Dooman, all sliding around trying to get that position. Doan trying to help Day there, nearly gets into his back end off the corner. London sweeps into the middle line. Tanker there as well. What a battle for second position. On through the top 10 we have right now. Terrence Day is going to get second. Mike Doan may follow him through here. Down into turn 1 from 150 miles an hour down into the corner. Dent gets into Mike Doan a little there. They will take third and fourth. Close racing leads to chaos. Dent tries to not lock up the brakes, tries to get to the inside to avoid Mike Doan. Appleseed's already there, and Mike Doan ends up getting turned. London off the course as once again everyone tries to patiently get themselves out of the dirt and back onto the racing surface. I'm sure you can guess what camera we're switching to as Jacob Young and Michael Caine slide out the course along with Tyler Faber and Paul Swanson. They were way too fast to make that corner. Jacob Young struggling to get out of the dirt. Caine as well. Swanson's going to make it, it looks like. Young spins himself around The reverse gear actually seems to be helping these guys get out. Swanson and Young merge back on the track. Michael Kane needs a tow. He will lose the lap. Nothing much has changed up front. We look just inside the top 10 as O'Shea spins off. Washer tries to avoid Endumian, but Endumian not happy about Washer's dive bomb into Station 5, gets into the back of him and turns him a little bit. Mike Doan slapped James O'Shea as he went through that corner. But everyone will remain on course for now, many with quite a lot of damage. William Nicholson, though, has proved today that slow and steady wins the race. He hasn't been particularly fast. He hasn't been really full throttle the whole race, but he's kept himself out of trouble. He's kept himself out of the gravel trap for the most part, and he comes down to win heat race number 2. Taryn stays second, 2.5 seconds back. Ilya Bonarenko closely following him in third. Andreas Allen and Alex Tanker round out the top 5.